What's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. It's Find Some News, baby. Find Some News. Today we got 49 mods on the testing list. We got an early mod update, and we got 7 modders to talk about, including some mods that we haven't talked about in a while. So let's jump right in. Starting off with the mods in testing. Today we have 49 mods on the list, and they are all in stage 1, aka PC testing. So some notable ones on the list include Great Production Pack, Honk Scares Animals, can't wait to see what that one's like, and Wardrobe Plus. Also in the testing list we have American Falls, Austrian Stables, Bucks County, and Big Bud S3 Large Frame. Rounding out the list, we've got Alma Missouri, Mason County, TLX X3 Series attachments, Production Revamp, and the Ursa 1614. With all that being said, we still have 136 mods that waiting to be tested, and the current average waiting to have newly submitted mods is about 8 work days. Quick mod update before we get into today's modder news. The Ultimate Mowing and Baling pack received an early update today to version 1.1.0.3. Fixed the issue that the bale wrappers would not recognize and wrap 9x bales. This is in reference to the previous update that released 2 days ago, where you can make 9x bales in all the balers. It's definitely one of those mods that everyone should have, and if you've never used it, definitely go download it right now. Jumping over to our modder news today, we've got some new screenshots from Alma Missouri from the creator Celebuki, showing off the area outside the map border, which changes from season to season. It reminds me a lot of Lone Oak as well, where you weren't quite sure where the border started, as it just kind of ran into a wall. The fields in the distance changed, just like the fields inside the playable area, so you weren't quite sure, and it's so cool. It's just one more feature that's going to help Alma stand out apart from the rest. Next up, MacTrucker921's Reaper 2000 Harvester was in testing yesterday, but since there are no mods on the console list today, well, we're not quite sure what happened. Maybe it'll be released, or maybe it failed. With that being said, we do know some specifics on the decals, which we talked about previously. MacTrucker says that he was able to keep the original Reaper decal, but as an option. He's also included a few new ones to choose from that his daughter drew up. That's so cool, man. He's also added something that he says is extremely unrealistic, which, for obvious reasons, I can't wait to see. If you haven't seen my first look at the mod, you can find that link below as well. Another mod that we've seen previously but haven't heard from in like a week or so is FS Miner's Vermeer BC1000 XL Wood Chipper. He does say that the mod completed the PC testing portion and that it either failed or will continue to console testing, maybe tomorrow. Interestingly, his post was made like 7 hours before the list was updated today, and a lot can happen in that time frame. I am very excited to see more Vermeer equipment as well. More stuff for all platforms. It's super well received. It was an awesome DLC, and it's just nice to have more of it. Next, Pepe978 is also bringing more of it. He's bringing back one of his more popular tractor mods from Farm Sim 19, the new Holland 18055. This was originally released back in November of 2019. About a year after Farm Sim 19 dropped, and here we are 4 years after that. As for specs, I believe it was a fairly basic tractor, 180 horsepower, costing around 51 grand. Farm Mods TV also has an update for us, saying that his Mack Anthem pack is almost finished. Earlier this month, we got to see 3 versions coming. We had the regular one, the tipper, and the tanker. Today, though, we get to see the transport version. The rear transport's a little bit smaller, so you're not going to be moving around combine harvesters or anything like that, but it may be exactly what you need. I don't believe the pack is done yet, but it shouldn't be too much longer before we see all the models included. And for some extra fun, Hispano modding has got us. He has broken their nearly month-long silence with something super neat. The Pill P50. Well, it's the Lizard Conguido P50 on consoles. This mod is already with Giants awaiting testing, and the mod itself is a little bit bigger than you would expect because, well, he says the player physically wouldn't fit in it. Can you imagine? He's also working on a motorcycle and a sidecar and maybe some other stuff too, so keep an eye out for some new renders of, well, that motorcycle and sidecar at least over the next few days. And lastly today, Famari99 says their Nortec Send Spreaders, aka the salt spreaders that were released on PC Tuesday, could be coming to consoles as well. They're working on getting licensings for the Ala-Talkkari products right now, and I'll keep you posted if and when that goes through. And I'll keep you posted about other stuff as well. I just don't know what that other stuff is because it hasn't happened yet. What I can tell you is that just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to everything we talked about today that is happening can be found in the description, and you can check out the entire video in the form of a news article on farmsimnews.com. Thanks to Yo's Modding, he's the man. Remember, there are no release dates for mods, so no one knows when any mod's going to be released. And if I didn't talk about something you want to know about, it just simply means that there's no new information on that topic time at the recording of the video. Yep. So just make sure you stay tuned, and we'll talk about some of that other stuff later, hopefully going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Let's move on. Well, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure your notification bell's on as well. That way, you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. Like I said, hope you have a great day. We will see you later. Peace. So we getting a Pill P50. Now it needs a Miata.